Are you good? Are you well? Things going well for you at West Ham?
Yeah, good, mate. Yeah,
right?
Obviously, when we're happy with the result of the weekend, we know you would have been. But
what do you make of that? Because as a United fan, Manchester United, not West Ham, I sort of feel every game I'm like, we could win this, we could lose it, I just don't know. Did you feel not that United were there for the taking, but it's a good time to play Manchester United or not?
Yeah, I thought that we well in the game. I thought they just took the chances when they come along. I think that's what type of game it was. Give us a lot of space. Something which you're not probably used to at Old Trafford. But look, they were really clinical in front of goal. And we had that real big opportunity with Emerson just before Garnacho got his first goal. And I think if we would have put that away, I think it could have swung the momentum our way. But it wasn't to be, and sometimes you've got to take it on the chin. You've got to go back to the drawing board, and what it does do is just sort of resets us and gets us really hungry for what's to come. And Arsenal at home, there's no better derby, London derby. Declan coming back and all that. So the pressure on them, now because they've beat Liverpool at the weekend, can they go again at our place, and a bit of pressure for us because we want to get back in the top six and get back above Man United.
What is it, Kev, you got to find to kind of make the difference for you now, to really just maybe kick you on that you're not going to go and win the league, and we know that, but what is it you think you need to find to keep you in the frame every time you look at the top of the table to see West Ham's name there somewhere in the top 5-6? What is it you got to find?
Yeah, I think when we're looking back at it, I think our final third probably has been not as great as what it was early on in the season. And there's key factors to that. Jared Bowen had an injury. Momo's been away on AFCON duty. Then we've got Lucas Paqueta. And three lads who were a month ago were absolutely, bang on fire, scoring goals, setting up goals, and the lads, have had a few knocks, injuries here and there, and I think it's sort of affected us over the last 2 or 3 games, certainly the last 3 games. So we've got to find that back. We've got to find them little bits and help the lads in terms of not snatching at shots, which is I think we've seen a lot of at the weekend. And you know yourself when you get into that sort of moment where when you're firing, it just feels so natural.
It does.
And then when it hasn't been so free flowing, you take that extra second and it gets blocked or whatever. So look, it's just more and more of what we've been doing, and just keeping the lads positive, because look, it's been a fantastic season so far to be where we are in and amongst everybody with what they've done. But we genuinely believe we feel we belong there, and we've got to prove that, and we've got to keep going.
Kev, let me ask you, behind you and in front of you, there's lots of TV screens in here. One of them just had Jesse Lingard on. Of course, he signed for FC Seoul. I don't know if he turned his back on the Premier League or English football. I don't know the offers that came in, but that's where he's decided to play. What's your view on that decision? Are you surprised that he's not continued to play in this country?
Probably not. I think when speaking to Jess, and when he come in the summer, or near just after the summer, if you like, I think he realised then that he was quite a way off getting into Premier League pace and standard, and it was going to take a bit of time. He then went off over to Saudi, I think, to train with Stevie and his team over there. Didn't get offered a deal there, and then I think he's come back and sort of reevaluated and said, right, okay, what's the next step for Jesse Lingard? Because I think he wants to go and he wants to sort of start building a brand of Jesse, really, and I think it's a perfect place for him to go. I think, getting fans on his side and his Instagram and all that type of stuff, I think Scholes come out and give him a bit of stick for it, but I think he earns a lot of money through it now. That a lot of the business stuff goes through there, so I wouldn't say it's the wrong thing what he's done. Do I think that he made the mistake of staying at Man United instead of coming to us at that time? I really do.
Yeah, because he was playing well then, Kev.
Yeah, he had the 6 months where he almost forced his way back into the England team and into the summer. I think it was the World Cup actually. And he went into the preliminary squad and then didn't actually go. So he was so close, and then I remember he come back and he scored the last minute winner against us for Man United. You think, okay, you might get an opportunity now to start, and it just didn't ever work. And I think at that point, that's when, at the time, you've got to think as a player, and you look back, and I think he probably looked back at that time and thinks,
should have forced that one through.
I should have got there. Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a question. I've known you a long time now. Right?
Yeah.
We're good friends.
Yeah.
You're going to be honest with me.
I will do. Yeah.
You promise?
Yeah.
Did you have a discussion in any shape or form with David Moyes as to whether or not you could bring him back to West Ham?
Well, we obviously in the summer, but not recently, no.
Not in this window?
Not in this window, no.
Okay, why is that? Why did you decide not to?
I think because obviously, well, look, the gaffer was really good with Jess, and I feel that when he come back in, we thought that he was, it was going to take a bit of time, and we didn't have time at that point. And if we were going to get someone, we needed someone ready and raring to go, really. So I think coming this time, I think it was sort of the writing was on the wall that he's not one of those. He's not one of our options no more. And we're looking sort of younger and further afield.
Okay, I've got a bit of breaking news for everyone. The Nations League draw is underway. Okay, are you aware of this? Yeah, don't look at the screen; it'll spoil it. England, they've been drawn against some easy opponents.
Oh, God,
they've been drawn into Group B2. They'll be playing really easy: Finland, Greece, and Republic of Ireland.
Wow, are they really?
Yeah. What do you make of that? Let me just repeat that. England have been drawn into B2. They'll be playing against Finland.
What's
Greece.
his hand for again?
The Nations League.
The Nations League.
Are you a fan of the Nations League?
No, I'm not.
You don't like it?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm not. But I mean, I watch it, but I'm not that. I don't. What's it really added? What's it really done? Put a little bit more supposedly competitive edge on some friendlies.
Yeah.
International friendlies in this day and age can be very tedious. They can be. So I appreciate they probably felt they got to do something about it. But I'm not sure if it's hit the spot really.
Kev, you like it?
Yeah, I think I'm probably in more Andy's camp than I am going for pro for it. But I think what it has done, it's sort of you've got like a lot of teams like Scotland who qualified through it, and it gives them all them sort of nations who have not qualified for major tournaments a real opportunity to qualify for World Cups and for the European Cup and get themselves up the rankings to give them better options when they're drawn for World Cups and stuff. So I think there has been a positive for some. Do I feel that there's a positive in it for the likes of England? Probably not, because Gareth is now under pressure all the time. I mean, when we had a sort of poor Nations League sort of campaign, if you like, he was under a bit of pressure, and I didn't quite get it, because we're always talking about why shouldn't we give Ivan Toney an opportunity, Ollie Watkins, Jared Bowen. And I feel that he never ever got quite there, because the pressure was, well, you've got to win though when you do it. And I feel that when you've got a friendly, you can do that, and you can have you can make them changes, and Gareth's got like sort of a free one, if you like, a free hit to show these lads and adapt these lads into the squad. But I feel with the Nations League, that's sort of put a bit of a back burner on our 21s now, and will Cole Palmer, for instance, the lads who've just won the 21s championships, will they get the opportunity to step up? Does that give them the platform to do that? I'm not too sure it does, because it puts pressure on the England manager if he goes and loses to Republic of Ireland, say, or Finland. Or was it Greece, did you say?
Yeah, Greece, Finland and Republic of Ireland.
All of a sudden, what's the paper's going to be saying the next day?
Yeah.
And I know you're going to be slating him on drive the next day as well.
Slating who?
The England manager and the All England setup. I've heard you on here. Don't worry, I'm always texting you. Leave them alone.
Just quickly, you've played against England many times, right?
Yeah, a few. I played England 1990 World Cup. Then the following year, I think we played we had two qualifiers, obviously, for the Euros in '92.
What's it like to play England?
And then there was the game that was cancelled, that was postponed down with the crowd trouble in Dublin. Good games. But look, with respects, we were a proper team at that stage. At the moment, Ireland are all over the place, and we haven't even got a coach at the minute. So there's a lot that's got to happen. Got to happen. Sorry, for Ireland before they're going to be anywhere near competitive enough to rattle England. I just can't see it. So I'd love to see it. I'd love to just see. I always like to see, whenever I'm watching a game of football, Kev, I like to watch, if I'm watching Man City, I'd like to see them tested. I like to see a contest, a real competitive game, and a team having to sort of do a bit extra and work hard to get their win. And, England are very, very good. They are.
You mentioned the postponed game, right?
Yes.
I said, when you said that, half-time, was it postponed before the kickoff?
No. We were 1-0 up.
Right.
We were 1-0 up.
What was that
game.
like when it was postponed?
Well, you could start to see that stuff was raining down onto the side of the pitch, and you could see that there was concern over on the side as you're trying to play. And then I think once some of the seats were getting ripped up, weren't they, and slung onto the pitch, and then once you steal, then the ref's gonna gonna stop the game. And then we stood there for a minute or two, and he said, "Right, everyone in." And then once we got in, we then heard that was it. It was postponed. So look, they were very different times, and hopefully nothing will ever go back to that sort of situation. I'd just like to see a competitive Ireland team giving England something to think about.
Yeah.
talkSPORT Drive. Super opinionated sporting debate. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.